He ran into something infuriating while driving. There were no obstacles on the road ahead, but a van was driving slowly side by side with a big truck, blocking Luke and the other cars behind them. It was obvious the van driver was doing it on purpose. Luke was in a hurry, so he kept honking at the van. But no matter what he did, the van still crawled along in the fast lane, and after Luke honked several times, the driver even slammed on the brakes on purpose. Luckily, Luke reacted quickly and avoided a serious accident, since his whole family was in the car. Luke had no choice but to hold back his anger. He slowed down and kept some distance from the van. Finally, when the truck on the right passed the van, Luke saw the cars behind all changing lanes to overtake, so he seized the moment and quickly switched lanes. And when he drove side by side with the van, Luke pointed at his own head, a gesture full of provocation. Then Luke stepped on the gas and passed the van, but he had no idea that this small act of venting would bring disaster to his whole family. Half an hour later, Luke and his family pulled into a service area, planning to fill up the car and grab some snacks for the kids. Luke went to the restroom not knowing that the same van had also just pulled into the service area. When he came out of the restroom, Luke saw the van driver talking to his wife. Turns out Luke's provocation had angered him, so he followed them here demanding an apology, and came up with all kinds of excuses for his crawling speed. Luke had no patience for those ridiculous explanations, so he started arguing with him without hesitation. The atmosphere grew tense in an instant. Seeing this, his wife took the kids out of the store and warned him not to cause any more trouble here. The van driver had only one demand, and that was to get an apology, or else he wouldn't let it go. Hearing this made Luke even angrier, so he snapped back with a harsh line and stormed out of the store. When his wife saw him get back in the car, she thought it was all over and urged him to hurry home to see his parents. But little did she know the van driver wasn't done with them yet.